Normally, or I should say lately, I've been making one video where I talk about every TV show that I'm watching in the week. But I thought since this particular brand new show, iZombie, is the pilot, why not make one video to talk about this? Now, basically the consensus, the premise of this show is we see at the very beginning, we meet this character, Liv Moore, which I'm just now realizing her name, Liv Moore. Wow. Alright, that's actually kind of clever. So, we see her at the beginning, she works at a hospital, and she's engaged, so, I mean, her life is going pretty well. And she gets invited to this sort of party, a boat trip of sorts. She goes for whatever reason, because what's the worst that could happen, right? Well, when she goes, the zombie apocalypse breaks out just on this boat. So, virtually everybody dies. She's the only survivor. But the thing is, she's now a zombie. So, several months later, you see that she's no longer engaged. She's sort of separated herself from her fiance, from her family, and she's trying to live, she's trying to adjust to now being a zombie. And throughout the course of the episode, you see that she does eat brains, but she can also obtain the memories of whoever's brains that she ate. So she uses this ability now to help this detective solve murder cases. Wow. Now, what I thought of at least this first particular episode was, I liked it. I did. I should talk about the actress, Rose McIver, who plays Liv Moore. I like her. She's smart, she's quirky, she does the comedy in a way where it's not forced, she's natural, she's pretty even as a undead person, which might sound weird. And her character, I mean, I like her character, I guess. I mean, look what she has to go through. She's trying to hold on to her humanity. She's trying to be normal. She's trying to just adjust to life as a zombie. I mean, the only thing I question about maybe her character or just the show in general is that how the hell is she controlling her hunger, her thirst to eat brains? I mean, sure, she eats brains. She says that if she doesn't eat, then she gets angry, and then she almost becomes that uncontrollable zombie. But the thing is, when we see her wake up from the boat tragedy, she's kind of normal at that point. I mean, she definitely could control herself a lot more than the people on that boat. Who knows, maybe the show will eventually get to a point where they explain that maybe she is not really immune. She is a zombie, but there is something different with her, I guess. Who knows? She does still think. She does still talk. She's not a traditional zombie. So I guess it's only the first episode. For me to have these questions is natural. It makes sense. I did think it was amusing early on when her ex-fiance and her family tried to have an intervention with her. Okay. And quickly on, is her boss? I think it's her boss, but she also says it's her best friend. The guy that she works with, because she now works at the morgue, makes sense, he had his suspicions of her. I guess he knew already that she was a zombie. The thing is that he's not freaked out at all by this. He actually kind of likes the fact that she's a zombie. He wants to experiment on her, ask her a bunch of questions, and he's even trying to figure out if he could develop a cure, which is crazy that they already threw that out in the first episode. It at least gives her something to hold on to, maybe a possibility that one day she could become human again. There was a hilarious moment throughout all of the jokes, and I mean, it wasn't like overloaded with jokes, but the funniest moment in the episode, I can't even tell if it was supposed to be funny. The moment when she finds out that there could maybe be a cure, who knows. She drives to her ex-fiance's house and she's like, should I tell him? maybe not. She's thinking about leaving, and then she looks in the window and she sees him with some other girl playing a zombie shoot 'em up video game. I could not help but laugh. And then I stopped and felt bad and said, wait a minute, was I supposed to laugh at that? Like, was that supposed to be a serious, sad moment? Because they were playing typical CW sad music. This actor, who we only saw in the flashbacks of what happened to her on the boat, Blaine DeBears is the character's name. David Anders is the actor. And I remember him from Heroes. The fact that she can eat brains and get visions of the person's memories is kind of cool. It's kind of interesting. And I like that she's going to use this to work with that detective, Clive, to possibly solve cases, and there might be a different case every week. I mean, that aspect, it's sort of your typical one episode, one plot per episode formula. But I was into this one especially. Some of the characters that showed up. Her roommate, Peyton, the actress looked really familiar. I'm looking at her and I'm like, okay, where do I know this actress from? She looked really familiar until I looked her up, and she was in Easy A, The Roommate, which she's a roommate, so it makes sense, and Grown Ups 2. The fact that she has been living with her roommate for 5 months and doesn't know or doesn't realize she's a zombie, it's kind of funny. Now, one of the guys who worked at the precinct was Principal Kwong on Smallville, which some people might say who. The first, 2 or 3 seasons, he was the principal. Actually, maybe he was only there for 2 seasons. He was the principal of Clark Kent's high school there. And in all of these random CW shows, he keeps popping up as different characters. Speaking of that, Benny, for anyone who watches Supernatural, the character Benny from Season 8, who was a vampire, he was in this first episode. It's very early on. I can say that I'm interested by some of this plot and some of the aspects going on. I like the main actress. I like the writing, obviously. I mean, it's the same guy who did Veronica Mars. I really enjoyed Veronica Mars. It still sucks to this day that the show got canceled for absolutely no reason. It got good ratings. It was a great show. I even like the movie that came out recently, but okay, I'm venting about something that's very old. At least he's doing a new show that is zombie related, but is also comedic, funny, fun. So I will keep watching iZombie. Will I keep reviewing it? If I do, it will be part of my weekly TV reviews. I'm just doing this one alone video for the pilot, but who knows? We'll see. Anyways, guys, let me know in the comments below if you two saw the pilot of iZombie. What did you think of it? Like, comment, subscribe. Later.